very pumped up to be back here.
We're happy to see all of you here. We're happy to have the UFC back, and we'll be happy to see you all across the river back in New Jersey, where we've supported the sport since 1997. Matt Serra, a New Yorker, was on the first show that we observed as an athletic commission, and the statistics have simply proven out, medically and otherwise, it's a safe sport. It should be legalized. We're happy to have it in New Jersey, and hopefully someday soon, it'll be here in New York. Thank you all.
All right, let's get this show rolling here. You know how I like to do this. I'm going to open it right up for questions. Who's first? Not you guys yet. The professionals first.
Hey, Dana. Question for Dan Miller. Dan, a big step up in competition. How are you feeling for this fight, and what are you going to do with this opportunity?
It's a huge opportunity for me. Huge step up with Nate. He's a fantastic fighter, and I can't wait to get in the octagon with him. I'm going to try to take advantage of this opportunity.
Questions for Shogun first. Shogun, do you see a lot in John Bones Jones as a mirror image of yourself when you were at that age competing in Pride?
Foi na mesma idade que eu tinha, ele tem, que eu fui campeão e tudo mais, né? Eu acho que, com certeza, assim, vindo a carreira, tem alguma similaridade, mas o jogo é muito diferente no meio dele, né? Mas com certeza tem pela idade e tudo mais.
Well, actually, yes, I was a champion back when I was 23 in Pride. So if you compare our careers in that sense, you can see some similarities. However, we are very different fighters style-wise. So I would compare our paths just in the sense that we are rising at a young age.
Question for Johnny. John, same thing sort of. From the Goose Mao debut in the octagon to where you are today, your career has just completely skyrocketed. There's a lot of distractions leading up to the biggest fight of your life, not just all the media stuff, but there's the talk of the whole Rashad Evans stuff. How are you keeping yourself mentally focused to prepare for this biggest fight of your career?
I don't really look at it as being distracted. I'm just enjoying the ride. I'm definitely grateful to be sitting where I am today, and realize that it's a dream come true, and so I'm just enjoying the whole thing. So I wouldn't say there's distractions. I'm still training twice a day, even as I'm tweeting so much. and it's just fun to be here. So, and I meditate a lot on victory and things like that. So I'm definitely in tune with what's going on, and I'm just excited. I'm just enjoying the ride.
Guys, you're both longtime WEC vets. Will you speak about the opportunity you have in front of you on Saturday night when you enter into the octagon?
Yeah, I'm just excited. This has been something that I've wanted to do for a long time, to fight in the UFC, and it's been a long road for me. This is 7 years in an MMA career, and I've been pretty decorated and had some great opportunities, but this is the biggest one so far, and so being at the point that I'm at and seeing an opportunity like this, I can't wait to seize it and make a statement and get the win and have some fun.
Eddie?
Ever since I started fighting, 8 years ago, it was always not a reality to me to fight in the UFC. There was always 155 and above, and people would ask me, well, when are you going to try for the UFC? Well, I'm not heavy enough. Well, now they have a 135-pound division. I think it's going to be great to showcase the little guys, and I mean, it's the biggest opportunity in my life, and like I said, I'm really, really grateful for it, and I can't thank these guys enough.
Shogun, originally you were going to face Rashad Evans, now you're taking on John Jones. Are there similarities between the two, and have you had to change your game plan to face Jones?
Não, acho que basicamente o jogo dos dois é meio parecido. Os dois gostam de trocar em pé e trabalham mais no ground and pound. Na verdade, a única diferença foi que eu tive que contratar sparrings do biotipo igual do John Jones, né? Que eu estava com a estrutura pronta para o Rashad, mas foi bem na época certinho de colocar o treino específico, então assim não perdi tempo assim para luta. Na parte de trocar meu treinamento foi a parte que trocou o adversário, então eu troquei os meus sparrings iguais ao John Jones para imitar o jogo dele.
Well, actually, I think both fighters had some similarities on their games because both are good strikers and good wrestlers, and they like to fight with a ground and pound style. The biggest change I had to make was to change the sparring partner's body type because I had all the structure prepared to fight Rashad, and I had to change and get some sparring partners that could be more of John Jones' size. However, it didn't affect my training that much because it was six weeks out when I was just about to get into the specific strategy training, so it was the perfect time to make the switches.
I got the news about Akiyama dropping out, and my thoughts and prayers go out for all the Japanese people, and I'm just really thankful that Dan stepped up so I could have a fight, and I'm just very excited. I know we're going to go out and put on a great performance and an exciting fight, and I'm just excited. So,
John, can you compare how it feels right now going into your first title fight to when you made your UFC debut against Guzmão? Because I know you said sometime you were pretty nervous before that fight.
Yeah, I'm, every day I'm learning how to become a better athlete, and it feels pretty much the same. I feel as if I'm growing with the opportunity. When I was facing Andre Guzmão, I didn't really have many tactics. I was new to MMA, let alone the UFC, and now I have a better grasp of what's going on, both when it comes to media, when it comes to competition, and everything. So I feel right at home, so I feel good.
This question is for John Jones. Having the record you have, although impressive, when you were coming up and you looked across the cage at someone like Matt Yushchenko and now Mr. Hua, do you look across the cage like, holy crap, that's one tough fella? Like, how does it mentally go for you, like being young? Because you see young athletes like Mike Tyson or Vitor Belfort eventually melt down. So what is it like for you to look across the cage like, that's a tough dude, I got to go fight?
Right. As far as the eventually meltdown part, I'm aware of all the ways that you can fall by the wayside. I'm training with Greg Jackson, and I have some really great mentors, guys like George St. Pierre, guys like Rashad, guys like, just amazing mentors. And I'm just, I guess awareness is key, and knowledge is power, and I feel as if I'm a pretty smart guy, and I know warning signs of when you can be sidetracked and staying away from certain situations, certain people, things like that. So I feel as if, and my manager, Malki Kawa, we go over a lot of things of how to stay in a good position. And what was your other question? I'm sorry. As far as looking across the ring at a guy like Shogun, I visualize the fight a lot, and I feel mentally unprepared to look across the ring at Shogun and do what I do. Shogun wakes up in the morning and puts his pants on just like I do. I'm sure he poops just like I poop, and it's another fight. I try not to fight the face. I try not to fight the name. I fight the body. You guys like that poop how I poop thing? Yeah.